It's officially Genshin Impact Summer Vacation. Throughout the rest of July, I'll be uploading summer-themed videos to celebrate the season, starting today with ranking Genshin characters by what they'd get up to at the beach. Who's building sandcastles and who subsequently kicked them over, who got a crab stuck in their pants, and who had to be carted away with third-degree sunburns. This is so dumb. Real quick, let me go over the categories I've come up with. There are a lot. Up at the top, we have won the sandcastle contest. Spent the day tanning and relaxing, romantic moment during the sunset, beach volleyball tournament, swimming in the ocean having a blast, swimming in the ocean half drowning, hiding from the sun, not having a great time, bit by a crab while hunting for shells, and horrible sunburn, went home crying. I am super pumped for this one. Let's get started with Aether. He deserves to have a nice time at the beach, don't you think? There's a couple categories I can see him vibing in, but honestly, I'm just gonna throw him in swimming in the ocean having a blast. Albedo. This man spends his days in the permafrost on Dragonspine. I don't think he tans. He just goes from like white to sunburnt. I imagine he'd take this opportunity to paint. Wait, I kind of like bit by a crab while hunting for shells. He'd get bit and be like, ow. I kind of like that. He was looking for shells, add to his still life painting, gets bit by a crab but is like not phased by it at all. Aloy. She's also giving me bit by a crab energy just to see how bad it hurts. Sure, why not? You're gonna get bit by a crab too. Amber. I'm gonna say that she's swimming in the ocean having a blast. She doesn't seem like the type who's exclusively tanning on the beach. She's a little bit more active than that. Arataki Ito. What am I gonna do with you? There's so many potential things that could go wrong. I think he would be easily entertained and he'd be like, yo, look at that sick crab. He's gotta be messing with the crabs. I'm sorry. He's also getting bitten by a crab. Considering how much he likes his beetles, he'd be trying to fight the crabs against each other and like get bitten by one. And you know what? I can see him hunting for shells too. Again, he's like one of those like, ooh, shiny kind of people. Are we all on like a school field trip? Like, what is the circumstance that made them end up at the beach? We're in between regions. We're about to ship off to Fontaine. How about we have one final hurrah? Aether and Lumine were like, guys, everyone from every wake of life that we've met in the other regions, come with us to the beach. We're gonna have a great time together. All right, Barbara. She's a sweet little peach. I hope she doesn't get sunburned. But Barbara literally has a summer skin. I feel like she's a summery gal, you know? I'm gonna add her to swimming in the ocean having a blast. Just splish splashing around. Oh, she's so cute. She's such a wholesome gal. All right, hold on. We gotta put a pause really quick. Who's having a romantic moment during the sunset? We need to decide this one first. Every good anime beach episode ends with a dramatic sunset confession. Everyone else is like playing with the sparklers and eating watermelon, and then two people go off and have like the intense confession moment. Okay, hear me out. We need the two kind of quieter gals who need their moment of privacy. The sunset just really, sometimes it makes you do things that you wouldn't otherwise do. All right, back to Beidou. The beach is a comfortable place for Beidou. She's a pirate after all. You know, the ocean is her home. I'm gonna say she has just laid out on the beach tanning. This is her opportunity to not like be responsible for a day, but still get to enjoy the waves. Oh, Bennett. My sweet summer child. Will there ever be a tier list where a great misfortune does not befall this poor boy? He seems like one of those kids who just spends a lot of time outdoors and just never puts on sunscreen. Beach sun, however, hits different because the sand and the water are reflecting that light. Had a horrible sunburn and went home crying. May his plight serve as a lesson to us all. Chongyun. I feel like I don't even need to go over this one. He is hiding from the sun, not having a great time whatsoever. In the cabana, just slurping down popsicles. D-Luke. High ponytail, guns out. Wow. I'm gonna say he is spending the day tanning and relaxing, but like kind of farther away from the water, so it's a little bit quieter. Diona. Do you think she knows how to swim? Swimming in the ocean, half drowning, perhaps? Eula. When I made that volleyball category, she's kind of who I had in mind. Maybe it's her shorts? She's just got that like competitiveness to her. I think she would get really into it. From what I have read online, beach volleyball is 2v2. So let's keep that in mind. We're gonna need at least 4 people on this team. Fischl. Do you think she'd like to hunt for seashells?
Oz, help me locate the most beautiful conch shell.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm adding her onto the bit by a crab while hunting for shells category. All right, really quick, I'm just gonna put someone somewhere right now. Kaveh is winning that sandcastle contest. You can't give an architect a sandcastle contest and expect him not to kill it. The people who come after him are just like his teammates, because I think these things are usually within teams. I say this now because I'm wondering if Goro would want to build sandcastles. Get all the like war generals up on the sandcastle competition. They're taking it so serious. They're like strategizing to take down the enemy. Next up is Hu Tao. Dude, she's like actively trying to drown people in the water. I don't think she would do that.
Gotta keep business running somehow.
All right, I'm gonna change this category to just hiding from the sun. So Hu Tao, while she's under an umbrella and wearing like a giant hat to protect herself, I think she's still having a nice time. Miss Jean. She would likely be stressing out a little bit trying to keep an eye on Klee, but Jean is a very hardworking woman. I believe she needs this day off, tan and relax. Perhaps she brought a good book and is just reading, sipping on some juice. Next up is Kazuha. Ooh, Kazuha would be the king of romance during the sunset, reciting poetry while the sun descends beyond the horizon. Who is he having a romantic moment with? I don't know, maybe you guys can decide. Next up is Kaya. He is soaking up the rays. Underrated pals. Him and Beidou would get up to so much debauchery together. Jean and Diluc are over here with their like giant wide brim hat reading the newspaper, like they're being all rowdy up there and like hooting and hollering. Next up is Ayaka. Do you think she knows how to swim? I'm gonna put my money on her wanting to hunt for pretty seashells. Why is every person who wants a seashell getting bitten by crabs? Klee. She's so little. I don't know. I can't remember what age I was when I was like good at swimming, but I don't think it was any earlier than like middle school. So she's not allowed to go to the deep parts where she could drown. She's wading around in like knee-deep water. What are the tide pools? Yeah, she's in the tide pools. Pujo Sara. I don't even need to think about this one. Beach volleyball. Do you think she's Eula's partner? Ooh. Oh, wait, but what if I make Amber Eula's partner? You know what? Can I find Sara's partner right now? I don't want to wait. I'm impatient. Yoimiya. What about Hazo? I feel like Hazo wouldn't want to put up with the heat that Sara would bring to this volleyball match. All right, we might have to do more than 4 volleyball players. What if, okay, how about this? What if we have a rotation? We can have 2 from Mondstadt, 2 from Inazuma, and then we'll do 2 from either Sumeru or Liyue, depending on how the cards fall. How about it? So Yoimiya is going to be Kujo Sara's partner. Who's gonna win? That's gonna be, all right, that's gonna be the question for the comments. Once we decide who all the competitors are, I need you guys to tell me which team you think is most likely to win. But until we get there, let's move on. Lisa is up here with Jean, relaxing and tanning. They're taking shifts of who's keeping an eye on Klee and maybe like holding her hand while she's paddling around in the tide pool. Next up is Lumine. I don't think she would pass on the opportunity to splish splash in the ocean with her good brother Aether. I've been splitting them up a bit more frequently lately, but you know what? In this situation, they deserve to have a nice time together. Mona. Do you think Fischl would ask her to go hunt for seashells with her? You go on, I'm gonna be here. And she's like kicked back on a reclining chair under a giant beach umbrella, like giant sunglasses. I think she's taking this opportunity to just lay low. Ningguang, I'm gonna say the same for her. I think she is also just relaxing, taking a nice quiet moment during this beach trip. Lisa, Ningguang, and Mona, I feel like laying in a line on 3 beach chairs, and all the guys who walk by are like, whoa, like lower their sunglasses. They're not even trying to be hot, they just are. Next we have Noelle. It took her a little while. It took her like a few hours to get used to it. And she was scared, but I think she gets in the water eventually. Chi-Chi, I think she's hiding from the sun. Next up is A. Okay, this one is specific to A, not Raiden Shogun. She is wandering around by herself. She would want to hunt for seashells. She would get bitten by a crab and be like, ow. Her and Albedo have the same reaction. And then at the very end of the night, maybe she's a little disappointed because she only found smaller shells, and then Yai's like,
I got you something.
And it's just like this giant beautiful conch, and A is like, oh my god, you found this for me? Like, yeah, but she actually bought it from the gift shop. She didn't want her to be disappointed. Next up is Razor. Hold on, I'm adding another category because I can think of another person I would add this to. I'd like to call this one digging for treasures in the sand. He like like dug himself to the opposite side of the universe. The dirt this boy must have under his fingernails. Oh my lord. All right, Rosaria. She is gonna be hiding from the sun, but she's still like relaxing. Sayu. She is always getting typecast in my videos because of her sleepiness. All right, this is kind of morbid, but I'm gonna say she's trying to swim and have a nice time, but she's drowning because she keeps falling asleep. Oh, someone help her. Shenhe. Girl, if you don't put sunscreen on those little gaps in your pants. What an unfortunate place to get a horrific sunburn. Yeah, I'm gonna put her in hiding from the sun. Now, Sucrose strikes me as the type that does not know how to swim. I'm just gonna say that she is assisting Albedo with his seashell curation.
Oh, I got bit by a crab. I got bit by one too, Mr. Albedo.
Her taggles. Now, this is a guy that I can see having a beach volleyball moment. But as we know, he needs to have a partner if that's the case. What if he got partnered up with Scaramouche because they were both Fatui and they don't like that at all? I kind of love that. I had other plans for Scaramouche, but I'm kind of seeing the vision all of a sudden. Because yeah, it's a gimme that he would like kick over Kave's sandcastle. Like, we already know that. I think he has time to do that while also playing volleyball. I love this team, the Fatui team. Now we have Toma. I feel like he also needs a day off to just be able to relax. I'm gonna say that Toma and Ayato, they got boba because there's a boba shop on this beach apparently. And maybe they have like a big spread of food and they're just having a nice little time on the beach. Wendy the Bard. Look me in the eye and tell me you won't get kicked off the beach. I'm gonna throw him in swimming in the ocean, having a blast. I don't think he would pass up this opportunity for the debauchery. Miss Xiangling, she's also splashing around, having a great time in the ocean. And, you know, we already know that she's gonna be in charge, whatever roast they do by the campfire. During the day, she's just having a blast. Xiao, I think what he's catching are some Z's laid out somewhere, snoozing hard. Xingqiu, he's hiding from the sun with Chongyun. He's got a little baby skin. Jinyan, also swimming in the ocean and having a blast. Yeah. Yai Miko. I want to say Yai would be like laid out sunbathing. She maybe declined the invitation to go hunt for seashells. She's like, just bring me back one, whatever. She's reading by the water. As for Yanfei, I have this like continuous temptation to put all these hardworking people in the relaxing and tanning category. They deserve a break, right? Reading a book, just catching up on some relaxation time. Yunjin, why do I feel like she'd be hiding from the sun because she doesn't want to change her complexion? Zhongli, tell me why my first thought was that he'd be drowning in the ocean. Of course I know how to swim. I've been alive for longer than you can say. Oh, it's meant this wide. All right, fine. I'll put him in spent the day tanning and relaxing. Shinobu, what if Ito is swimming and Shinobu swimming? Which one between the two of them would be like drowning? I could see it going both ways. I could see Ito being this like bumbling fool who just like sinks faster than a brick, but also I can see, because Shinobu was kind of sheltered growing up, so I feel like maybe she doesn't know how to swim. But Ito playing with crabs is so canon. I don't know, something in my gut tells me she never learned how to swim but wants to seem like she knows. She is up here with the baddies getting her tan on. She's in the lineup. You know what, I'm gonna throw Yai in here too. We got a 5-lady lineup. Here, you know, I'm gonna put Zhongli in there too. It's like panning from left to right, like, yeah, all the ladies, and then Zhongli with like a giant pair of sunglasses. He's here for the gossip. Heizo, I do still feel like I can see him playing volleyball, but I also don't know if he'd be competitive about it. He just wants to play for fun, but the current match is like insane. So going out on a limb here, what if he's like trying to solve mysteries by finding someone's lost items in the sand? Razor's digging in the sand with his bare hands. Heizo has one of those metal detectors and is like genuinely trying to find something. Tignati. All right, here's the deal. Getting vibes that Sino wants to play volleyball. You know, he told me. However, I don't think Tignati's gonna be his partner. He's okay. Right as I say that, he pulls out a ball. Listen, if we were playing hacky sack, sure, but bit by a crab while hunting for shells. He is with Albedo and Sucrose, and they're having a scientific expedition right now. You know what? While I'm at it, Let's throw Kale in there too. Dory is also digging for treasures in the sand. We have like 3 categories. This is like a Venn diagram. Razor is digging for treasures because it is his canine instinct. Hazo is digging for treasure because he's trying to solve a case. Dory is digging for treasure because she wants some cold hard cash after this trip. All right, now it's time for my layered headcanon about this volleyball situation. Okay, Sino is playing volleyball. Initially, Candace offered to be his partner. However, Dia steps in and says, Candace, you work way too hard. You need to go relax by the beach with a Mai Tai. I'll be Sino's partner. Okay, so Candace is up here with the baddie squadron. Here, I'm gonna put her, well, Zhongli, I'm sorry, you're getting booted down. And that means that Sino and Dia are the Sumeru representatives for the great volleyball match of 2023. Let's go! So that being said, I think these are our 4 volleyball teams. Place your bets, place your bets. I want to see in the comments below which team you think is gonna win and why. This is insane. Okay, we're almost done. Next up is Nilu. She is a hydro lady. I can see her doing like a dance routine in the water. Wait, like Yuna from Final Fantasy X. That would be so cute. I'm going to put her in swimming in the ocean having a blast, but she's also like low-key a cheerleader for the volleyball match. Layla is giving that kind of like absent-minded getting bitten by a crab while looking for shells energy. I'm actually going to include Nahida in this sandcastle contest up here. I feel like this is cheating. Nobody else even has a chance. Farazan is also giving me the energy of someone who's like low-key not that good at swimming. Her and Shinobu can drown in tandem. Alhaitham, ooh, okay, he's 100% reading a book. Do you think him and Zhongli would get along? They're having a conversation and all of a sudden all the ladies are like surrounding them. All the moms at the beach are like, wow, look at those 2 men over there. They're just trying to have like a philosophical debate. Oh my god, and next thing you know, like MTV is there for like spring breakers or whatever. They're like, yo, you two are hot, like get over here. You turn around and they're like on a swimsuit contest stage. Like, what happened? That would be hilarious. Hilarious. Like an episode of Drake and Josh. Zhongli, where's the door? Yao Yao, I'm gonna say, is hunting for seashells. Mika, I'm going to say, has horrible sunburn and went home crying. Look, Bennett, you have a friend. Mika applied a ton of sunscreen and still got horribly burnt somehow. I want to say Baiju is hiding from the sun because he's trying to hide the fact that he's not in the most tip-top shape health-wise. And you know what? He's watching Chi-Chi. And finally, Kirara. Ooh, do you think she's letting her animalistic instincts get the better of her? You know what? I'm gonna say she's digging for treasure in the sand. All right. Well, this was super fun. I enjoyed this one. Got me into summery mood. As per always, leave your headcanons in the comments below. What you think each character would be doing if they had a day at the beach. Also, feel free to leave me future tier list suggestions. I'm always down for those. Look forward to more summery Genshin shenanigans throughout the week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!